heritage. Did you know that Arthy Martin has contributed to the promotion and preservation of steel pan music for over 60 years? Did you know that from 1959 he has been a member of several steel bands, namely the Kings of Rhythm, Cisco, Harmony Cats, Chocolate County, along with steel pan legends Wilfred Pancho John Baptist, Edward Eddie Andre, and Vauxhall Harmony, serving as the group's musical director. Did you know that he introduced amplification of pans to a Panelec and Phase 5 and played with them on occasion? Did you know that he was also the president of the National Pan Association, and it was under his leadership that he wrote the constitution for the association, which included pan education programs in schools? Did you know that as president of the Steel Pan Association, he was instrumental in sourcing steel pans for schools and community groups, and also served as steel pan tutor to the groups in the pan education program? Did you know that over the years he has played in a top-notch pan and keyboard duo ensemble with his brother Julie, providing musical entertainment of the highest quality in hotels as well as public and private functions? Did you know that Arthy Martin is a recipient of the Golden Drum Award, awarded for his outstanding work in the area of steel pan music? Although criticized by some as a radical agitator, his contributions are a part of Dominica's history and national narratives on resistance, cooperative governance, sustainable development, and the promotion of Dominica's cultural identity. Our focus today on Did You Know? Arthy Martin. Did You Know? Made possible compliments of the good folks of Quartz Dominica Limited. Up next, we'll bring you the DBS Major Morning News.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
Good morning and welcome to the DBS Major Morning News. I'm your presenter this morning, Alian Christopher. In the headlines, 2 trucks from the United Kingdom to be added to the fleet of trucks operated by the Dominica Solid Waste Management from the region. Reopening of all schools in Jamaica set for January 6th following Hurricane Melissa. And internationally, Venezuela has accused the United States of the greatest extortion at an emergency session of the UN Security Council in New York. These are the headlines for the DBS Morning News. The details of the news right after this.
Peter, where did you put the Lay's chips?
Oh, shucks. I forgot them at home on the counter.
You must be joking. Boy, turn around. No chips, no picnic. He knows that whether it's a picnic, entertaining at home, snacks for the children, or just liming, we always have Frito-Lay chips and snacks with a wide variety of brands, all made natural and continually improving on their products. Frito-Lay snacks is a must for any occasion. There is more than just fun in Frito-Lay snacks. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc. and available at shops and supermarkets all around Dominica. Forgot them at home. He want to spoil my day. Frito-Lay, good food for the fun of it.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Petro Caribe, Petro Caribe, Petro Caribe, Petro Caribe.
Wow, a new laptop.
Yep,
How much you pay?
only $10. This Christmas, sign up for any home bundle or the Turbo 400 internet plan or higher and get a laptop or tablet for only $10. And there's more. You can win even more festive prizes with our Christmas Spin the Wheel. That's faster, more reliable internet with same upload and download speeds and fantastic rewards. Sign up in-store today or visit online at discoverflow.co for more info. We keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. My name is Alian Christopher. First up in the news, the Minister for Environment, Kozia Frederick, says 2 trucks from the United Kingdom will be added to the fleet of trucks operated by the Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation. He says the trucks are expected in Dominica this week. Well, Frederick says solid waste management has been challenging.
So the Solid Waste Management Corporation is charged by law to manage solid waste within the state. We've been doing so with limited resources, being aware that the general public don't pay. There's no billing system for solid waste management as we speak. However, with the subvention from government, with investments from regional agencies, we've been able to invest in a number of the trucks and systems that we need to operate. And in the recent months, we have seen that there's a national cry about management and in terms specifically with collections. So we've made some interventions at the government level to invest in some trucks and to ensure we could have timely collections. But even in this, we do have issues because we have a backlog of solid waste that needs to be moved. In so doing, we engage the public for a number of months to play their part as well, because we realize that the Solid Waste Management Corporation will do collections, but we also need the buy-in from the local public to play their part in separating garbage at the source. So at the government level, we've invested in 4 trucks in the last 2 months. As of this week, we'll be receiving 2 other trucks from the UK to add to our fleet, so there will be timely management. So the call out to the public is to try our best to manage what we have, the waste that are being produced. And we realize that during the Christmas season, there is much more waste. There's packaging material, business agencies are actually putting out more material for collection. But we're hoping that we'll sort of fix this problem moving forward, because the investments in the trucks are critical.
That's the Minister for Environment, Kozia Frederick. The finalists for the 2025 Dominica Music Awards have officially been announced across 24 categories. The announcement was made at a press conference held at the Discover Dominica Authority office on Tuesday.
First category, Photographer/Videographer of the Year. The finalists are Ambo Visual, Media Links, Mills Eye Vision. Live Sound Engineer of the Year, Cornell Phillip, Kelson Charles, Sean Shillingford. Cadaslipso Artist of the Year, Ridge and Chubby, Abia Israel, and Super Dan HD. Male Artist of the Year, Shelly, Mr. Ridge, Pudas, Trilogy, and of course, Asa Banton. Female Artist of the Year, Colin XP, Buyo Babi Faithy, Ebony Empress, Abia Yisrael, and last but not least, Joy. Junior Male Artist of the Year, Mighty T, The Reverend, King Zaya. Junior Female Artist of the Year, Moxie Shervy, Queen Melody, and Alyssa. Social Media Influencer of the Year, or Social Media and Content Creator of the Year, JL Joseph, Jody Dangaben, Shy Guy, Durani Durand, Amani Agustin. Rising Artist or Band of the Year, Nice, Tricks, Buyo Babi Faithy, Rhythm Knockers Band, Real, Tricks Migos. Gospel Artist of the Year, Jenny Jackson, Champion Roll, Blessing John Baptist, Niall Grove, J. Crow, and Shanix. Soca Song of the Year, Mr. Benji and Zimoni, Shalina, and Super Dan HD. Band of the Year, Midnight Groovers, TK International, and Signal Band. Manager of the Year, Morsiwo Aturo Bellot, Mr. Ridge, Pudas Divo Paris from Morsibo, Tridel Edwin, who is for Trilogy, and Rio Okeboom, and Jelani Robinson for Signal Band. Calypso Artists of the Year, King Dice, Joy, and Shanice. Reggae/Dancehall Artist of the Year, Dynamic, Abia Yisrael, and Colton T. Producer of the Year, Arraid Maskman Moses, The Wizard, Andel Freeze Hosford, DJ Taffy Rhythm Beast, Little Boy, Cross the Bridge Studio. Songwriter of the Year, Little Boy, Trilogy, and Shelley Alfred. Collaboration of the Year, another big category, so we have 6 finalists. Mr. Ridge and Problem Child, FYM. Tricks, Migos, and Hussy, What She Like. Rio, Kenny G, and Faithy, IKY. Shelley, Nice, and the Signal Band, Stronger. Trilogy, Skinny Fabulous, and Shelley with Rags. And last but not least, Quan, Little Boy, and Trilogy with Someone Else. Music Video of the Year, Signal Band, Bye to the Old Me, Rio Okeboom, IKY, Trilogy, Take Me As I Am, and Colton T, Foreplay. Album of the Year, Pudas, No Time for Rubbish, Colton T, All I Need Is Love, Shelley and the Signal Band, The Electric Room. Compa and Zouk Artist of the Year, we have Mari Pascal, Super Dan HD, and Ecstasy Band. Promoter of the Year, Danger Dane Entertainment, Independence Gopwell, and Carnival Gopwell. Infinite Entertainment with Amped and Rise and Wine. Fantasy Tribe with Fantasy Fitness Fusion, Band Launch, and Lumination. And last but not least, Asa Banton and Breakfast Fete. DJ of the Year, the top 3 finalists, and they are DJ MJ, DJ Slim, and Unstoppable Shax. Bouillon Artist of the Year, Asa Banton, Trilogy, Mr. Ridge, Shelley, and Pudas.
And that is Julie Roberts, Marketing and Communication Specialist with Creole Heartbeat. The winners will be officially announced during the Red Carpet Awards ceremony scheduled for January 3rd, 2026 at the Intercontinental Hotel. Prime Minister Roosevelt has assured Dominicans that the recent U.S. proclamation does not have any implications on Dominicans who already have U.S. visas. His remarks came as the government received further clarification following ongoing discussions with the United States. Skerrit says the government is working with the U.S. authorities to remove all restrictions on Dominica.
At this time, the proclamation itself has not been formally withdrawn or suspended. However, critical clarifications have been provided regarding its application and scope. There is no specified suspension period at this stage. Discussions are ongoing, and the government continues to engage U.S. authorities with the objective of reversing all restrictions affecting Dominican nationals. A first formal review will take place 90 days after January 1st, 2026. The measures will remain in effect until the identified areas of concern are determined to have been addressed. The simple answer is yes. The government has received confirmation that Dominican nationals who hold valid U.S. visas, including tourists, business, students, and other categories, may continue to travel to the United States and its territories as is customary, subject to standard U.S. immigration laws and entry requirements. This clarification reaffirms the continuity of lawful travel and provides reassurance to students, families, business travelers, and others with existing visas. Importantly, no valid U.S. visas are being revoked as a result of the proclamation. Can Dominicans without visas continue to apply for and receive visas after January 1st, 2026? Yes, applications may continue to be submitted. However, while applications can be made, new visas cannot be issued while a restriction remains in place for those affected by the proclamation. Will there be any new requirements for U.S. visa applications? At this time, the government has not been advised of any new or additional visa application requirements specific to Dominican nationals beyond existing U.S. immigration processes. Should this change, the public will be informed promptly. Therefore, in summary, the restriction applies only to Dominican citizens who do not hold valid U.S. visas. It does not affect Dominican nationals who already possess valid visas. It does not revoke existing visas. And it does not stop visa applications from being submitted.
And that is Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. In other news, the management of the cable car in the Roseau Valley has expressed sadness by the tragic loss of one of its employees. 21-year-old Michael Lawrence of Mont Prosper succumbed this week, from injuries he sustained on the site of the project. In a statement, the company said the authorities have been notified and a full investigation is underway. The company said they are cooperating fully to establish the facts surrounding the incident. The cable car management stated that the loss is felt deeply across the entire team and they asked for privacy and understanding as they support those impacted during this very challenging time. The Roseau City Council says 2025 was a challenging year. Despite these challenges, Mayor of Roseau, Her Worship Ermin Royer, says the council remained committed to carrying out its primary responsibilities across the municipality.
I must say 2025 was not really one of the best, but with God we try to make everything happen. 2025, the City Council didn't really have any major project, but as you know, we are responsible for culverts, drains, and sidewalks. So we always focus on making sure that the culverts and drains are clear, and we are normally 6 months ahead when hurricane season in preparing for hurricane. So we do our best in that area and also to try to keep the surrounding the municipality clean, which is not only the city of Roseau, but the whole municipality. And as to major project, the city council has not really taken any major project, if you mean like any constructions or whatever. But then we had started some enforcement on the cobblestones, if you would see, coming down from the church, Methodist Church, to come down to the Kingsley bus stop.
Mayor of Roseau, Her Worship Ermin Royer. The mayor also expressed concern over the council's financial position, pointing to outstanding land and property taxes as a major challenge.
The city council would maintain on its the funds that when you pay your land and tax, and then we have been trying our best to collect as much as we can because we have a lot of money out with people not paying, even the stakeholders, the business people. Some people just don't pay, but we are doing our best now to reach out to them, to send letters to them, even to go to them in person and have a plan. Now, according to the amount you owe, we give you a plan because we know you can't reach everything one time. So we will work with them, and we're praying that the coming year that everybody understand that they have to do. The Roseau City Council need the money the same way you have to think of Flow to Wasco. You should think of City Council as well to pay your land and tax.
Mayor of Roseau, Her Worship Ermin Royer. Looking ahead, the mayor confirmed that the city council will work alongside central government in 2026 on the Roseau Enhancement Project, which is expected to bring significant improvements to the city's infrastructure and aesthetics. Let's head into the region. At least 160 schools across Jamaica remained closed to teaching and learning in early December, weeks after the passage of Hurricane Melissa. But the expected reopening of schools is January 6, 2026, according to Favour Williams, Minister of Finance and the Public Service. Williams said 100 of the 160 schools not yet reopened were impacted by the Category 5 storm. Of the 1,010 public schools nationwide, Williams said 721 were damaged when Hurricane Melissa tore through the island on October 28, leaving 290 schools deemed severely impacted. Despite that, she told the committee that 850 schools have already reopened. Internationally, Venezuela has accused the United States of the greatest extortion at an emergency session of the UN Security Council in New York. Washington's seizure of 2 Venezuelan oil tankers was worse than piracy, the Venezuelan ambassador to the UN said. The emergency meeting of the Security Council was called to discuss the seizure of the tankers, which took place off the coast of Venezuela earlier this month. The U.S. has also said it was pursuing a 3rd Venezuelan oil tanker. President Trump has accused Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro of leading a drugs cartel and said gangs had operated with impunity for too long. Well, that's the news. Stay tuned for the DBS Morning Sports Report up next.
Transform your meals with the superb quality that is found in Robert's products. Become a master baker with bubble crease shortening. Add a touch of love to your food with sunflower soft luxury spread. Perfect your bread with glow spread margarine. Add mellow cream, that tastemaker flavor to all your gravies, soups, and stews. Robert's, for the love of cooking. Distributed by Fine Foods, the biggest distributor of the biggest brands found in Dominica.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
This Christmas, Flow's making the season merrier when you add postpaid to internet. Unwrap a new smartphone for only $10. Plus, we're giving you 35% off your mobile bill and win even more goodies with our Spin the Wheel Christmas promotion. This Christmas, the rewards are on us. Add postpaid to your internet plan today in-store or visit discoverflow.co for more info. Terms and conditions apply. Flow, we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
This Christmas, bring home the joy with NBD. Apply for an NBD credit card or personal loan, and you could be one of our lucky winners in a special Christmas shopping spree. Celebrate the season with friends and family. Shop for your holiday favorites and make this Christmas truly magical.
Make your season brighter. Visit any NBD branch today. For more information, go to nbddominica.com or call 767-255-2300. Hurry! This festive offer ends January 9th, 2026. Don't miss your chance to bring home the joy. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to the DBS Morning Sport Report. President of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Billy Doctorov, is urging athletes to adopt a winning mindset built on discipline, long-term preparation, and consistent commitment to training. Speaking during the recently held end-of-year awards ceremony for the Pioneers Athletics Club, Doctorov emphasized that success in sports begins with proper planning and preparation, which must start early in an athlete's career. The award ceremony was held under the theme Plan to Win, Prepare to Win, Expect to Win.
Our preparation for each event that we are hoping to take part in is a critical and very important part of our success. And this has to start very early in our careers. Too many times we feel that we can take a shortcut and sometimes miss training sessions when I am sure that our coaches are not very happy. But ask yourself, why waste the effort of training once or twice a week when we know that that amount of training is insufficient? It is not enough time spent in preparation for our event. And whilst probably a little bit of training is better than nothing, but we know to ourselves, persons who have been involved in sports over the years, you have to give yourself enough time, you have to commit and dedicate enough training sessions to become successful.
President of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Billy Doctorov. Meantime, President of the Dominica Athletics Association, Brendan Williams, is urging athletes and administrators to remain united and grounded in strong values as the sport of athletics continues to develop in Dominica. He told athletes that success in athletics comes from preparation, discipline, and persistence, noting that behind every medal and personal record are countless hours of hard work.
Tonight is about celebration, but it's also about recognition of your effort. To the athletes being honored this evening, congratulations. What you achieved over the past year did not happen by accident. Behind every medal won, every goal achieved, and every personal record broken are countless hours of training, moments of self-doubt, early mornings, late evenings, and a decision made repeatedly not to quit. Personal records in particular deserve special recognition. They represent progress against yourself, and that is something Mr. Doctor stressed upon, always being better than last year. They remind us that success in athletics is not only about beating others, but about becoming a better than you were yesterday. That is a powerful lesson, one that extends far beyond the track.
Brendan Williams also praised the Pioneers Athletics Club for staging its 10th annual award ceremony, saying it sends a strong message that effort and excellence are valued within the sport.
Too often, we move quickly from one season to the next without pausing to acknowledge growth, effort, and contribution. This ceremony sends a strong message. Excellence is noticed, effort is valued, and people matter. To the coaches, mentors, administrators, parents, and support team, this evening also belongs to you. Your work often happens behind the scenes. You invest time, patience, and belief, sometimes without applause or recognition. So I think the athletes should applaud their coaches and also their support team.
President of the Dominica Athletics Association, Brendan Williams. The Pioneers Male Athlete of the Year went to Shakan Stedman, while Akeisha Luke was named the Pioneers Female Athlete of the Year. Dominica will end 2025 with a FIFA ranking of 183, down one position from 2024, where Dominica were ranked 182. This following the release of the final FIFA rankings for the year. Dominica in 2025 saw defeats to the Dominican Republic in World Cup qualifying and losses to the Dutch and French Saint Martin in the CONCACAF Friendly Series in November. Dominica managed only one win in 2025. That was a 3-0 win over the British Virgin Islands at the Windsor Park earlier in the year. Dominica's brightest ever ranking was 128. That was back in 2010. Dominica will also end 2025 as the 28th ranked team in CONCACAF out of 35 countries. Dominica will sit ahead of Aruba, the Cayman Islands, Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas, the USVI, and the BVI and Anguilla in terms of CONCACAF rankings. The top team in CONCACAF is the United States. Mexico are second and Canada third. The top team on the FIFA rankings is Spain, with Argentina second and France third. West Indies captain Roston Chase says despite having lost the Test series with New Zealand, there are some positives to take. The Windies lost the 3-match series 2-0. Chase says the bowlers gave a good account and some of the batsmen stepped up.
On this tour, I think batting your first innings is very key with the usual conditions that you have here with the more difficult wicket to bat on in the first innings in terms of the grass and the movement of the ball. I think that's something that we've been struggling for a while. I think getting that first innings score around 300 or so, that would really play a greater part in us being able to move the game forward in terms of looking for a result or getting the result that we want. So I just think that's something that we've been trying to work on and we still need to work on. Before the series started, the goal for the batters was to at least get 100 in every game. And we got 300, so we didn't get one in the last game, but 300s over the three game period. So we were very happy with that. It's something that we've not been able to do in the recent past, getting 100, so we were very pleased about that. And I thought the bowlers did what they could have done, especially we had some niggles as well too, so that really hampered us, but I thought the bowlers gave a good effort and they never stopped trying.
West Indies captain Roston Chase. Special Olympics Dominica Director Innsworth Irish says he is honored to have received the Special Olympics National Director of the Year award. Irish copped the award during the Special Olympics Caribbean Leaders Conference. Irish says this is a major feat for Special Olympics in Dominica.
Last night we had the final Special Olympics Caribbean Athletes Leadership Conference on Zoom, where a number of Caribbean countries were on. And out of course, there are 19 Special Olympics program in the Caribbean, but there was a short list of about 10 of them. And from among the 10, I was given the accolade of the Special Olympics National Director of the Year. I think that's a big fillip for Dominica, but I can tell you Special Olympics is alive and well, and I'm extremely delighted that I received that accolade as the National Director of the Year. That indicates that they are satisfied with the work that I'm doing. So here in Dominica is a small country with a big heart, and I continue to do the best with, of course, the assistance of my board members to make sure we propel the movement forward. So Special Olympics is alive in Dominica.
He says the award will help more visibility for Special Olympics.
Oh, yes, indeed. That will put us as a springboard for support in the future. And as I indicated, the international circuit, they're very delighted. Our athletes are happy. It's a small program. We're trying our best, and hopefully next year we can convince the authorities to have what you call a synthetic bocce court or an outdoor court at the Botanic Garden, someplace around like they do in Jamaica. And we are looking forward to that sort of thing. So that is really a fillip and, something that one should really look out forward to. When one gets a reward or you get some sort of satisfaction, you feel that what you're doing is going towards, something worthwhile.
And that is Special Olympics Dominica Director Innsworth Irish. Finally, Lucas Sorrento and Ayani Kazimi have emerged the top players following the Dominica Chess Federation's Under-18 Junior Chess Championship. The event took place recently at the St. Gerald's Hall. Lucas Sorrento emerged champion of the male competition. He topped the standings with 6 points. Kijani Peltier was second with 5.5 points and Tyrell Coffey third with 5 points. Meantime, in the ladies category, Ayani Kazimi led the way with 4.5 points. Shamel Timothy placed second with 4 points. And Denisha Dublin was third with 3 points. Well, that's the news and sports for this morning. I've been the presenter of the news and sports for today. Ali and Christopher, on behalf of the entire news team and our links person, Hazari Williams, we're saying good morning.
This Christmas, bring home the joy with NBD. Apply for an NBD credit card or personal loan, and you could be one of our lucky winners in a special Christmas shopping spree. Celebrate the season with friends and family. Shop for your holiday favorites and make this Christmas truly magical. Make your season brighter. Visit any NBD branch today. For more information, go to nbddominica.com or call 767-255-2300. Hurry! This festive offer ends January 9th, 2026. Don't miss your chance to bring home the joy. Terms and conditions apply.